Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flights, and today we are at Gate A20 at Terminal 5 at New York's JFK International Airport in this beautiful, absolutely astounding 8K JetBlue livery for the FlyByWire A320neo. And this terminal is the actual JetBlue terminal that they have in New York. So realism, 100. We got a blue tug. Don't know if it's a JetBlue tug, but it's a tug. Actually, wait a minute. I mean, that's similar to the JetBlue livery. Fly! I swear to God, I hate that fly. Anyways, so I'm gonna be inserting the flight plan manually from Simbrief. So it's gonna be, I will kill that fly. It's getting antsy now. It's flying around my face. Just keeps on coming back and forth. Not so tough now, are you, buddy? Alright, we're going to be inserting the flight plan manually into Simbrief, which also means if you've been paying attention with these videos, or if you've been keeping up with FlightSim at all, that means ATC will be broken, and since I'm not used to being on... I'm sorry, I'm just distracted by the fact that there's a GMC van and two Hondas sitting in the apron. Oh, okay, there's a lot. I'm not good on VATSIM, and by that I mean I haven't tried VATSIM, and I don't want to start it out with a YouTube video and an airliner at JFK, so I'm good. So this is going to be about a 3-hour flight from JFK to ORD. If you don't know, ORD, or KORD, is in Chicago. It's the Chicago International Airport, notorious for having some of the longest taxi times and the most complex taxi routes, taxiways in all of North America. So that's going to be fun. Because I believe that Chicago International and New York International, JFK and ORD, have been handcrafted by Asobo and Microsoft, I believe that their taxiways are going to be true to life. Meaning I've turned the taxi ribbon off, and I have the JFK charts up here on my phone that I'm going to be using. The only thing I'm going to be using ATC for is taxi instructions. That's it. So, yeah, we've also, let me get the batteries up real quick. You'll see, it'll be easier to explain once they're on. Yep, still doing that. To let the computers go through their self-test mode. We have 0 fuel. We also have 0 passengers, because if I open up this, see that. There's a reason for it. If we load up our flight pad here, so I've already generated the flight plan on Simbrief, and I've already put my username in here, so the way we get it and all of that onto here, including our OFP, is just by clicking this button. Boom. JetBlue 105 KJFK to KORD. It gives us some weather information, and if we go to dispatch OFP, this is our flight plan. Everything, our needed fuel, our required fuel, our flight plan to KORD, and I believe our alternate, a route to our alternate if need be. Yeah. Which for today is going to be KIND, which is the Indianapolis International Airport. So yeah, we're gonna get this APU fired up. I've already done this once before. I had to quit it. Nothing's changed. I had to quit it because my mic was muted. So we're just going to, without further ado, get this plane fueled up to 9,000 kilograms of fuel. 7,000 is required. So we're going to get it up to like that. It's going to take about 13 minutes to fuel. Once we get about 1,000 kilograms in our tanks, I'll fire up the APU. I'm going to get these display brightness is good. So we'll do the APU fire test, but I can't actually fire up the APU until we get more fuel. That's nice. We're going to turn on this this electric hydraulic pump. So we're going to go over our DIFSRIP, which stands for Data Init A, Flight Plan, Second Flight Plan, Radio Nav, Init B, Performance. And learned that from an Airbus pilot. So we got this all. That's good. This is really uninteractive. This is just your AirX cycles, your databases, and all that. You cannot change these. These are this is stuff that only Microsoft can change. So yeah. So in it, so we're gonna set this from to. This is our first part. So we're gonna go KJFK, and we're gonna put a slash KORD. I'm gonna put it right there. And then we're going to click return because we don't have any company routes. Our cruising altitude is going to be 38,000 feet, so we're just going to put 380. We're going to go cost index 107. It doesn't matter, A and B. I don't know a correct cost index. And then from there onto flight plan. Okay, we're going to fire up the AP now. 1, 2, 3, start. So we're going to find our flight plan by going into dispatch, OFP. And we're going to be scrolling down here to routing. Told you we need more fuel. Alright, we're going to be letting that fuel up a bit more. I know the AP auto shut down. Listen, it's good now. Well, I mean, it's not good, but... Alright, that happened. Alright. It's not the first time that's happened to me. We'll just let her get more fuel in and then we'll fire her up. Okay, so if we take a look here at routing, so our takeoff runway is 22 right, and then after that we're not on a SID. We're just going to go direct to this Kuwait waypoint, and then we're going to hop on the airway Q436 and to the Emma waypoint, and then we're going to be on the wind 128 right ILS. Approach. So we're gonna get that up. So we're gonna get our departure by clicking on JFK here. We're gonna be clicking on departure 22 right, and because like I said we're not on a SID, we're just gonna insert it, and then from there we're gonna go and put in the Kuwait waypoint. We're gonna click this, insert, boom, and because we're hopping on this airway Q436, we're going to click on Kuwait Airways, and we're going to put VIA. We're going to put the VIA, the waypoint, the thing, the Q436, the airway. We're going to click there, and then we're going to click 2. And if you see here, our next one is EMMA, E-M-M-M-A. So we're just going to go E-M-M-M-A, and we're going to put it in the 2, and then insert. And then that generates a whole load more of waypoints under the Q436, including that. And then we're going to be on the wind 1 KORD ILS 28 right approach. So we're going to click on QORD arrival ILS 28 right. We're going to find the wind 1 star. Now, if it's still the same, yeah. So it's still the same, so we're going to be going on the wind 2 star, star. I know it's not meant to, but I believe they're the same. It's either way, it's the closest one to it. And that, we're just going to go back to flight plan. We're going to make sure that this is all good. And we're going to figure that out by putting this in plan, and we're going to put this in that. So we take off 22 right out of JFK, and then we're going to go direct to Kuwait. And we're going to follow along the airway here, as you can see here, all the way to Emma. And then we're going to be on the wind to approach. Brings down here. And it will bring us in a set of waypoints lined up with 28 right all the way to the airport. And that's that. I'm going to put that back in arc. Alright. So our flight plan is filled out. So we're going to go here, of course. This is inactive. It's unfortunate, but I can't do anything about it. Radio nav. So we're actually, I spent like 20 minutes before this putting up my, putting in 3 new ILS destination airports. KORD, KLGA and KMI. So we're going to be looking for this for the ILS 28 right frequency. Now, it's meant to autofill it out, and I believe that it... Why the heck is 28 right? We are landing ILS 28 right, right? 28 right. Correct. 28 right. I would prefer if we did ILS. That would be preferable. It doesn't have to be too. It doesn't have to be ILS, but it would be preferable. I do not want to do a loc, to be honest. Let's see. Is the wind one star here? No, it just want to. Yeah. Okay. I'll erase. I'll trust you. All right. I trust you. Right. I'm gonna trust you because for some reason I don't have 28 right. I have 28, but it's a different frequency. So I don't know how to feel about that. Alright, just gonna go back to the A320 checklist. How are we on fuel? Alright, that should be enough to start up the APU now. 2, 3, start. Let's make sure though. She should start. So I'm gonna trust in the fly-by-wire tech. I'm gonna trust in the A320neo that it put in the correct frequency. Going on, init B. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Never brought the jetway and the baggage over. How dare I? How dare thou? I didn't even put in the flight number. Init A, JetBlue 105. There we go. Where's it be? Okay, APU is firing up. Good. APU is available. So external power off. Probes to auto. APU bleed on. Temperature selector. Add IRS to nav. My mic is unmuted, correct? Hey, OBS, mic check. Thank you. Alright. I just wanted to know that before I had another panic attack. Because I've been recording for 13 minutes, recorded for 20 minutes earlier, realized my mic was muted. Don't want that to happen again. Okay, next page. On these, we'll do the, engine 1 fire test. Okay, and engine 2. Okay. Now let me test something. Aha! I am right. I have to do that. Boom. All right. My rant in the other episode has been cut short because I'm not gonna go into it. MCDU altimeter set. MCDU set. MCDU is set. Well, almost. I have to wait for the fuel to be pumped in to give an accurate fuel depiction because I don't think this. Well, I mean, if I wanted to, I could put in my 0 fuel weight here. Because this does give me my 0 fuel weight. I believe it does, at least. Oh. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just wait for us to fuel up, and then I'll let the plane do it. But I will do this. I will, Alright. Just gives us passengers. And then I'll wait for us to fuel up, which should not be too much longer now. 3 minutes. And then I'll quickly do our 0 fuel weight calculations, which the plane does automatically if you click on this, and then I'll do all the fuel prediction. Do you think I can also access this through here? Oh, no, but it's fine. Back to init B. Now our less will IR will align in 6 minutes. That's almost as bad as me calling a Cessna 152 at 747. We'll set the autopilot here. So 240 knots. And we'll be climbing to 38,000. Since we're not going to be having ATC, we're just going to be doing all this. So we're just going to climb and descend at my own discretion, which I found I like more. It lets me feel more, it makes me more comfortable knowing that I don't have to rely on ATC not being dumb. What are you doing, sir? Oh, you're the baggage cart. The baggage ramp. That's right. Might be the longest setup I've ever done. I want to start doing things like this. Let me know how you like it. If you want me to continue filling stuff up manually, filing out stuff manually, or just letting this sim do it. I don't know. In my eyes, I like this more. It makes it more realistic. But it also kind of shaves away the entirety of ATC, which is a big part of flying. We'll just set our own transponder code and turn on that. We're live weather and time, but we are not live traffic. I have traffic disabled, so we should not have any disruptions. I really wish I could have traffic enabled. However, it causes issues that I don't feel like dealing with, to be honest. So we're not going to be using ATC for anything, really. We're going to be using ATC for taxi instructions. We're going to be using ATC for takeoff clearance, simply because that also goes hand in hand with the taxi clearance. But in terms of that, we're not going to be talking to ATC at all. There will be no ATC, no disruptions, not even for landing. We'll land. That's part of the reason why I didn't want to have traffic enabled, because it's a lot easier. It's just a lot easier. So we're going to be landing, because I don't want to do a go around, because without a go around, I kind of have to do it on my own. I have to put in the waypoint that we have to go to backtrack to come back on the approach, and just a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, I just thought it would be easier to just not deal with it. But yeah, we can land, and then we'll land at Chicago, and then we'll request taxi instructions, which I will then make my best attempt at taxiing with the actual charts. And for fueling completed, so immediately put in that zero fuel weight calculations. Fuel planning, confirm block. Well, according to the OFP, no, that is lower. Yeah, by a lot. But we have more than enough either way. So let it calculate everything. Yeah, fuel predictions also be put up. Yep. Performance. So we're gonna be doing a flaps 1 takeoff. Did I fill out a flaps? No. Okay. Transitional altitude 18,000. V1 143. Okay, well if that's gonna be our V1 speed, I'm gonna do flaps 2 takeoff. V1 137, VR 138, V2 142. V2 142. Climb 240 under 10. Cruise. I'll cruise at 255. Descend 250. Approach ILS 28 right 180,000 transitional alt. Fill out the rest of this with the metadata as we get closer in for more accurate data. We got our go around procedure, which we should hopefully not have to do. IRS align in 2 minutes. It's good. And we'll aim for a at the very most a 1620 departure. Pushback time. At the most. Airbus A320neo FlyByWire simulations model A320-251N. Range 3,400 nautical miles. Engines CFM LEAP 1A26. Max Mach 0.82. Max takeoff weight, 79,000 kilograms. MRW? Yeah, no. Max. 79,400 kilograms. Minimum 0 fuel weight, I would assume that is, or max, maybe. Max 0 fuel weight. No, that would make sense. Maybe. No. No. 64,300 kilograms. Max passengers, 180. Max cargo, 9,435 kilograms. Max fuel capacity, 23,721 liters. Payload is not. That sucks. Oh, JetBlue 105. So I said Zulu, not a Zulu. I said a departure time. I don't know, man. I think we're past that a little, just by a little bit. My battery's gonna die, but me just sitting with my phone open. Don't know why it's still open. IRS align. Just realized that. All right, flight director on. Constraints on. Also go with that. Actually, we'll set you to that. So the way I'm gonna know when to descend is just by doing what I usually did. So we're gonna be at 320 miles once we get up to cruise. This is, and as we get closer at a once we get under 160, I'll set it to this, and at about 120 nautical miles is when I'll slow us down, turn on the seatbelt signs and all that, and then at about 100 miles I'll begin the descent. It'll just be a continuous descent down to like 5,000, and then we'll descend out to like 3,000 for approach. Well, go ahead and turn on those seatbelt signs too, and the beacon light. Now, one thing I've noticed, I cannot use this to push back. No. Stay away. I cannot use this to push back. When I call the tug, it automatically opens this, and then I can't use this. I have to use the pushback menu, which I mean I'm okay with, but okay. We'll turn on those fuel pumps and our crew oxygen supply. Ignition selector, ignition start. We'll lock the cockpit door, release the parking brake, and begin the pushback. Engine 2 master on. This would be so nice if I had traffic on and there was just like a large line of JetBlue planes here. Although in all honesty, it would be a mix of, you know, British Airways, EasyJet, American, Delta, JetBlue, Southwest, Spirit, every single. I've been in San Francisco and had an EasyJet plane. I really wish you could like region lock certain liveries. So like American or Southwest would be. American, Southwest, Delta would mainly show up mainly in the US, and you know, Air France, British Airways, EasyJet specifically would show up only in Europe and some parts of I believe they have some hubs in Africa, and I'm not too sure, but I believe they have a few in Western Asia. I could be wrong. I do not know. Park brake on. Get rid of you. Now we will bring up the menu here, like I said. So we will tune to ATIS, and we will listen to it, and we will, of course, tune to ground. ATIS is on 128.725. Ground is on 121.
Kennedy Airport information, Sierra 1600 Zulu, wind 244 at 27, visibility 10, sky conditions clouds at 1,200, see a few clouds at 4,300, see a few clouds at 12,400 feet. Temperature, 28. Dew point, 10. Altimeter tree 0.00. ILS runway 22 right and ILS runway 22 left in use. Landing and departing runway 22 right and runway 22 left. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Sierra. Kennedy Airport information.
Kennedy
tank.
ground,
Oh,
jetting
that's
113 ready to taxi, departing straight out with Takeoff.
JetBlue 1123. What? No.
JetBlue 1123
1125.
taxi to and hold short of runway 22 right using taxiway Delta
Oh.
Alpha Delta Alpha Bravo
We
Delta
are
Bravo cross runway 31
105,
right
you
Delta Bravo
heathens.
Bravo Yankee Echo.
You know, it's probably because I didn't
Contact tower
clear
on
my
123
phones, to be honest, so it's
decimal
probably
nine
going with the default settings. That sucks. Well,
Taxi
it
to and
sucks.
hold
Well,
short runway
it's
22
okay.
right using taxiway Delta Alpha
Ah.
Delta Alpha Bravo Delta Bravo cross runway tree
That's
1
two.
right Delta Bravo Foxtrot Bravo Yankee Echo JetBlue
Put
112 tree.
master off. And we'll do a flight control check. Pull up, pull down, neutral, pull left, pull right, neutral, rudder left, rudder right, neutral. Okay. Well, we already got that, so we'll turn on our taxi lights, release the parking brake, and, well, we'll be in our... Let me put that parking brake back on real quick, because it just occurs to me, I forgot, I turned off the thing. I'm meant to be taxiing it on my own. So I'm gonna look at what they told me to do, and I'm gonna look at my chart, see if they match up at all. It's taxi 2, hold short of 22 right. Pencil, stop rolling. You're not even on a slope. I know that seems counterintuitive to physics, but it's not. So, onto Delta, onto Alpha, onto Delta Alpha. Okay, let me take a right on Bravo, and take a left onto Delta Bravo, and then cross runway 31 right, yeah. Continuing on Delta Bravo, onto Foxtrot Bravo. Alright, now where's Yankee from there? Oh, okay. So I'm meant to cross 22 right, continuing on Foxtrot Bravo, take a left onto Yankee, take a left onto Alpha, take a left onto Echo, and then that'll bring me to 22 right. I don't know why I don't just go from Delta Bravo onto Foxtrot Bravo, take a left onto Echo, and then, because that's a lot shorter and it's right there and I won't have to cross the runway, but okay. Tower on 1239, I'll get that ready on standby. So from my position, which should be, let's see, I was at like this gate, so. Okay, so from this, Delta should be here. I believe. I believe in me. I believe in my navigation skills of airport charts. If only my home airport had correct charts. Man, that would really help me get my with my private pilot's license. Okay, so yeah, that's Delta Alpha. So so we don't want to be on Delta Alpha. We just kind of want to continue, and then the first one on our right should be Delta. So yes, Delta, we take the right onto Alpha. And then we'll take a left towards the end here onto Delta Alpha. just be looking on the hunt for Delta. Delta Alpha. Alright, well, I did say take a left onto Delta Alpha. And then it was a take a right onto Bravo. And then from there, our next left should be Delta Bravo. Yep, Delta Bravo, which we will cross runway 31 right. So we take our left here, cross the runway. And we continue on forward to Foxtrot Bravo. And this is what I mean. So it says take a, so it says go from Foxtrot Bravo to Yankee. Well, I mean, if you look here, it's Echo. See? That's what I mean. Take a left onto Echo, and then here or here. But what it wants me to do is continue on Foxtrot Bravo. Cross this runway. It doesn't tell me to cross this runway, to be fair. But, I mean, it's the only way to get to Yankee and Echo. To the Yankee it wants me to go to. So we're going to go across this. It'll be our first left. That'll be Yankee, and then it'll be another left right after that. That takes us onto Echo. In all honesty, because I'm not really being forced into this by law, I could have done that. What I said was a better idea, but I will, for the sake of, you know, actually following ATC, follow ATC. So you see Yankee, said there, take a left on Yankee. So we take this left here onto Yankee, like ATC told me to do, and then we take this left here onto Echo. Make sure my mic is unmuted. Alright. So then we taxi along here and then hold short of 22 right. We're already gonna be doing some stuff here. So like radar systems on. It's not gonna be needed or anything, but you know. Take our nose slide from taxi, put them into landing. Overshooting the threshold, that's bad. Whew, wow. That was a rough stop. Switch to air traffic control tower, to the tower frequency. Turn off the AC packs. TCAS to TARA. Request clearance.
Kennedy Tower JetBlue 1123 at runway
I
22
really
right,
hate
ready for
saying
departure, straight out departure.
1123, but I don't really understand.
JetBlue 1123, altimeter 30.
Just remember, this is JetBlue 105.
44 at 27. Departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 22 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway
Cleared for
22
takeoff
right,
runway 22
JetBlue
right, JetBlue
105. Alright, but wow, that's some strong wind. 27 knots. Oh yeah. I should do that. Test takeoff config. Cabin crew, please for landing, please.
Cabin crew, see you take off.
Alright, we'll go ahead and begin our takeoff roll here. Alright. Release the brakes. Toga set. Auto thrust blue. Nose downside stick. Going to turn on the chronometer. Don't mind me. Doing a very dangerous task here. V1, rotate. positive rate. Landing gear up. Autopilot 1 on. Flaps 1. Flaps 0. Set climb thrust. Air conditioning packs 1 and 2 on. I should have probably have flown a runway heading to like gain some altitude, not gonna lie. Because that was a pretty sharp bank that we did. But it is fine. Now that we're also in the air, we can disarm the speed brakes. Yeah, we can turn off the hydraulic, the electric hydraulic pump. And autofest is good. I'm up to 38,000 feet at 2,000 feet per minute while I frequency
Kennedy
change
Tower
down
JetBlue
240
105
knots.
frequency change.
Almost a 10 degree of pitch up. So, because I'm not going to be using ATC, like I said, goodbye. So yeah, I've been using loc mode this whole time. It's a localizer hold. I'm not meant to use that. I am not meant to use that. Believe it or not, I am not meant to use that. I'm only meant to use that when I'm trying to intercepting the localizer for a runway. So, you know, once we get lined up with the runway a little on our flight plan, we then click this, it would line us up with the correct runway, and then once the glide slope diamond hits this, of course, hit approach, and then it would do that as normal. I didn't know that, so you can bet how that worked out. You know how that worked out. So we're on a heading, managed heading, which according to people at FlyByWire is the correct way to use this autopilot. I've put over 150 hours of flight time into this. I never knew that. Never knew that. Also, the non-compliancy with oh, hold up. Look. First off, Statue of Liberty, Brooklyn Bridge, the One World Trade Center, and somewhere in that mess of poorly rendered buildings is the Empire State Building. Even though I believe, I'm not too sure. I've been to New York. I've been to New York, but I have not seen the Empire State Building. We landed at LaGuardia, which is somewhere. I don't know where. Somewhere. Real quickly, I just want to see just how long of a distance are we going. Alright, so 630 miles away. Still. Alright. Not that bad, to be honest. I'm gonna continue eating my donut strip. passing 10,000. Oh, got it. Okay. Knocked a drink off my desk. Got it. Passing 18,000. What increase our barometric pressure to 2992 per standard. Then do the same there. Make sure that's okay. Alright. And in reality, I could just mute my mic, not have to worry about this, because there's nothing I need to worry about. I'm also kind of proud of myself for this. Because it's cool. It's a cool thing to do. Being able to manually insert your flight plan, like actually being able, knowing to do it, doing it correctly, flying that flight plan that you inserted, that you did, you created, and it going off that hitch. It's nice. Oh no, I shouldn't have said without a hitch. What's gonna happen? What avionic? What piece of this autopilot's gonna break on me? Just because I said that. Something will happen. Probably be on like a landing, my game will freeze or crash, you know. It's happened before. It will happen again. I'll stay here till cruise, because I do have to lower my speed and have vertical speed stuff. I'm gonna real quickly take a look at the weather for Chicago. I'm gonna just do that on my phone, because I'm seeing that a line of clouds there off to our right. I'm just expecting bad things from it, which also makes me think that since it goes on for so long, that it brings bad things for Illinois. Okay, so today is Tuesday, and it's meant to be sunny, partly cloudy, but no rain. I mean, it's meant to rain Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but what? 91 degrees, 12-mile-an-hour winds. Okay, you know, it's actually not that bad. Dang, Chicago, you don't seem that bad. That's such a condescending thing to say. Okay, we're gonna lower our vertical speed here to 1,500 feet per minute. So we're actually gonna go with open climb here. We're gonna do that by just engaging selected mode. You'll see on the PFD here, open climb. That essentially means that the aircraft will choose its own vertical speed based on the speed you've given it. And we're gonna go ahead and lower our speed to our cruising speed of 255, just so that way it's a consistent vertical speed. Ooh, that's pretty high though, don't you think? Considering I don't think you're gonna be like that for long. Alright, that's better. So this is just so we can get a consistent vertical speed, because I set our cruising altitude to 255 because of course we're cruising at 38,000 feet, and I just want that to be set so it climbs at a consistent speed. So because of that, it'll take us about 5.5 minutes to get to cruise. Should. we are now at cruising altitude. And I will quickly check data closest airports. KOD, get my final look at it. 527 nautical miles out. Alright. Now that we are at cruise altitude, what I will do is I will, as always, mute my mic, come back at 160 miles, and, well, go from there. Just real quickly doing a microphone check. I think that's good. For the sake of everyone's eardrums, if I went into the external camera, that might sound a little weird. Just gonna turn that down a little for y'all. as we close in about 140 miles at I guesstimate from Chicago, I'm gonna go ahead and print out our METAR data. Other requests. METAR. Send. Alright, there we go. We're gonna return to the OC menu and wait for a company message. Received. METAR. Print. So I could, if I really wanted, I could just use this to get it. Ooh, that's a big cell up there in Let's save this. Wisconsin? I don't know. I think so, because isn't this Michigan? I don't know. Anyways, get the METAR. That I can't read because of the glare. Let's see, does turning on the dome light help at all? No, not at all. How? Let me try and salvage anything from this. I think that says 23011. I can't read this at all. I can't read this paper at all. I mean, what about and that don't help. And I doubt looking at the instrument view will help. Okay, it does a little bit. Alright. Performance. QNH 3002. Temperature 30. Oh, 31. Oh yeah, 230. 11 knots. Alright. That's set. Let's put ourselves back in the pilot position here. 120 miles out. We'll reduce our speed to 250. Switch on those seatbelt signs. And right when our final waypoint hits about in between the 80 and 120, that will be 100, which will be when we begin our descent. We're going to be flying over Lake Michigan, actually. And we've already flown over I don't know the names of the Great Lakes. It's Superior, Huron, Michigan. I mean, I know some of their names. This is the only one I know for. I'm pretty sure this is Lake Superior. And this is Lake Michigan. And this is Lake. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, we're a little over 100, but we're going to go ahead and begin our descent. We're going to start out by descending to 9,000. Pencil, stop. Let me look. Just one last time. Oh, my keyboard's in German. Let me attempt to find the 28 right. Let me try it. That's 27 left. I would like 28 right. Okay, so we'll take a look at the radio nav page. So it seems as if, yes, it is 1111. It seems as if the approach course is 273. Okay. We're not going to be doing a loc approach, but, you know, loc ILS. So once we get up past the Vogler transition, we're going to enter loc, and it'll line us up to 28 right. And then once the we're ready to capture the glide slope, we can press the approach mode. It's a foolproof plan. I just really wish it was giving me the I wish ATC was working, for one, and two, I wish it was working with JetBlue 105 instead of the default 1123. Just a slight annoyance. It's fine. The flight isn't taking nearly as long as I thought it would. If you look, we've been in the air for an hour 27. I've been recording though for 2 hours. Wow. It was like a 30-minute startup and taxi time. It's actually not that bad. Taking 30 minutes total to get this aircraft from dark and ready to taxiing to the runway. 30 minutes, it doesn't seem that bad. But it's not that bad. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and get the charts up for the airport. So, airport diagram. Oh my god. This is gonna be a nightmare. I don't even know what gate I'm going to. Oh no. Please. Please. Be nice to me. Don't make me taxi to like the far side. Just listen, man. Just don't do it. Curious. Assuming once we hit this, it'll go like that. Why is it? We'll be fine. Alright, well, I got the charts up. I'm put my phone on the charger so it does not die while doing this. Now, I'm assuming once you hit this waypoint, you will then make the left turn towards Vogler. Am I correct? Am I correct in assuming so? Why does it act like this is Vogler? Because that is not. Oh, okay. Alright. Turning towards it. Well, I was correct. It's just weird. So, I'm going to be just pressing B to automatically reset the barometric pressure to whatever it is. Because, again, no ATC, so no way of knowing what the barometric pressure is. So after we're through 18,000, I'm just going to be pressing B every so often. So for instance, if I just and then press B. Same in this way. Press B. That. And once we pass 18,000, whatever the barometric pressure is, when I press B, it'll set it to that. So if like it's 2997, I press B, it'll go from 2992 to 2997. Because that is how logic works. I believe, at least. Now, this hasn't been that long of a flight. However, I'm just tired. Because I'm running a little sleep. So, I don't know what I'm going to do after this landing. Because I'm very tired. I want to play more flight sim after it. Heck, maybe even doing a flight out of Chicago somewhere else. I don't know, but I might be too tired to do so. Alright, see, past 18,000, if I press B, boom. So in the event that we have to do a go around, we're going to be turning back towards Vogler. I know that based on two things. One, it would be the last approach on final, and by that I mean it's the farthest out from the runway, and from experience that's what ATC likes you to do. And also because a couple days ago I had to do like 2 go-arounds here, so hearing the fatal words proceed direct to Vogler like 3 times over, or proceed to Vogler, or whatever, many times a couple days ago, kind of burned into my mind Vogler. It's like Vogler's the way to go. So we're actually going to continue descent to 5,000. And as we get closer, we'll drop down to 3,000, which is where we'll begin the ILS approach. Now, I could bring up the star for this, which I might, actually, if I have time to do so. So let's see. You know what? I'll actually just visit a safari. Meant to keep that open. I'll keep with what I'm planning. Approaching 10,000, we'll turn the landing lights on there. Make our turn in 5 miles here. Once we pass through this waypoint here, the MOT. Yeah, MOTTT. Once we pass through that is when I'll switch on the loc mode. Here we go, to our right bank. Far away are we? Is it over or under 40? Seems to be over. Okay, approaching 40 miles away. We're dropping to 6,000. Which will actually just go to 7,000. Part of me kind of wants to climb back up to 9,000, but I'll stay here at 7,000. So after we pass the Mott transition, or not the transition, but the Mott waypoint, like I said, I'll go loc mode. Actually, I guess it kind of depends on when I intercept the localizer. Let's start descending 4,000. Alright, it activated the approach phase automatically. That's good. That's good. Good. Send a little faster. Well, I mean, it's picking up the localizer for the wrong runway. I bet you switched that out. We're probably not in range for 28, right? So it's going for 10 left. So I'm hoping once we get closer into 28, right, it'll switch. I'm hoping. I have no way of confirming. It's just what I'm hoping. Flaps 1. About to break medium. Wrong time. There we go. ILS 28 right. We'll go loc now. That takes us off of heading. You see, loc, Cat 3 single. So it's trying to, it's intercepting localizer. That's this. It's our lateral, I guess. Drop down to 3,500, which is where we'll begin the ILS approach. It's where we'll do the glide slope. So we just stay on loc until, of course, we're ready to intercept the glide slope, and then we'll just press the approach button. So what I've been doing for a long time is just pressing loc and having it follow the waypoints, and it kept on going into circles. Never knew why. I know why. It was trying to intercept localizers, you know. Localize it. Loc. Makes sense. Don't know why I didn't catch it. I know now. I now know. Not happy with myself. loud. That is real loud. Spoilers are armed. Somehow, it's cold in my room. Now, I don't know if that's sleep deprivation killing off my nerves or something. No worrying, but I am freezing. And again, I'm also just in shorts, so that could also play a factor, but like... Alright. 15 miles. When the ILS diamond starts dropping is when I'll slow us down and go flaps 30. And then right when I, either right before or right after I hit the approach is when I'll go flaps full. That might be a little minute. Because I started putting out the flaps a tad bit too early. I'm kind of dedicated to the brand. Alright, ILS diamond is dropping. So now it slows down to 170. Go flaps 3. Figure it out. Now, in reality, you'd start putting out the flaps like 10 miles out, and you'd be putting them out as you're descending. I don't like to do that in flight sim. I don't know why. I've never done it in FSX. Haven't done it in this. It's just me. It's something I do. Either way, we are descending onto the runway. And here's hoping it goes off smoothly.
2,500.
2,500. Man, these ground charts are looking menacing right now. So menacing. I'm just really hoping they put us in a terminal at a gate close to the runway. Anyways, cabin crew, seats for landing.
Camera crew, please take your seat for landing.
Alright. I'm gonna try to make this a somewhat smooth landing. I will not make any promises. Last time I landed in Chicago wasn't smooth. It was also the time I did the 2 go-rounds, so really let myself down with it. Couldn't even redeem myself.
1,000. 500.
500. At 100 feet, I'll disconnect the autopilot.
400. 400. 300. 200. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Oh, floated. That was a pretty smooth landing. Thrust reversers. And 40 knots. Disengage, not disengage. It will now disengage the auto brake. Retract the flaps. Retract the speed brakes. We'll taxi off here to our right, which is taxiway Tango. And we'll stop here. We'll set the parking brake real quick. Turn off the radar. Turn off the landing lights. Set on the nose lights here. Taxi. Set TCAS to standby. AP master switch. 1, 2, 1. That. Really messed up my counting right there. Well, that sucks. And now that that's on, we'll turn off flight director ILS, constraints, info display, and there's lightning. A near perfectly sunny day. That's great. You love to see it. All right. Pull out the ATC menu. Ground on 13415. Overshot by a lot. There we go. 13415. Taxi to gate.
Ground JetBlue 105 taxi to the gate.
Now it decides to go with JetBlue 105.
Taxi to gate Foxtrot 24.
Taxiing to gate Foxtrot 24 JetBlue 105.
You know, I was hoping you would have given me some taxiways instead of just telling me, oh, taxi to this gate, because now I have to go and I have to look up KORD map, find out which terminal gate Foxtrot 24 is, and then I have to find a taxiway that corresponds to that. So Foxtrot 24 is what I'm looking for. Foxtrot 24. Foxtrot 24. Foxtrot. Where the heck is Foxtrot 24? Does it even exist? Because it's starting to look like it don't exist. Legitimately, I'm not seeing it. Let me look at a different map here. This is the most low resolution map I've ever seen in my life. It'd be great if you told me gates. Wait, does it tell you gates at the gate in this airport? I know some airports in this sim do it. Oh, wait. Usually this means that's where I need to go. Alright. So I'm not going to be using the charts. I'm just going to be visually looking at that tug. Finding my way there accordingly. Alright. This is a completely horrible way of doing this. Oh yeah. We can disarm the speed brakes now. There we go. Take the left here. I don't like where you're telling me to go. Alright. There we go. Wrong button. Okay. I'm gonna set the parking brake. I'm gonna pull out my checklist. Okay. Brake, seatbelt signs off. APU bleed on. Engine master 1, 2, off. Transponder on standby. 1 hour 51 minutes 12 seconds. Oh yeah, I should have stopped the chronometer after landing. Well, 1 hour 57 minutes. Set that. We'll switch off the beacon light and the strobes, and we'll call jetway in the baggage. And then turn off the fuel pumps. Turn on the electric pump and turn off the crew oxygen supply. We'll turn off our nose light and turn off the navigation and logo lights. Reset all of this to 2992. Put you in managed. Also just reset you 5000. Put you in managed too. Fan off. And well, here we are. Just want to screenshot that. That's a flight complete. Now we'll just once the cargo and all that's out, we'll well, you know, I'll just checklist shut down the aircraft. You know, stay tuned in the following week. I plan on doing something. I plan on doing a flight. I've done it before, not in this plane. I mean, it's a nice aircraft. I've flown it before in the sim. It's a fantastic aircraft. It's a fantastic flight. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll just say, oh, I somehow accidentally hit the button on my control. I'll just say, I'll give a hint, and I'll just say, Queen. And that's all I'll say. That is all I'll say. Wait a minute. I'll unlock the cockpit door. Well, the baggage door is shut, so I'll do what I said it was. Switch off the IRS. Turn off the AC packs. We'll even reset these to neutral. I think that's all neutral. Yep. Hydraulic yellow off. APU bleed off, and we'll also turn off those probes. APU master off. Turn off the emergency exit signs and turn off the radio. Radios. And turn off the APU generator. Battery 1 and 2 master off. And just for the heck of it, I'll switch these into their off position. Absolutely no reason for me to, other than why not. Alright. Click on the dashboard. Turn that off. Boom. Flight complete. Thank you for watching. That's it. I'm tired. I don't know what I'm doing after this, but it might be sleep. I don't know. Thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Just keep in mind, Queen. That's all I'll say.